Hello, this is the Chad Factor. How's everybody doing today? It has been a long time coming, and I am here in Atlanta visiting. I just got back from my new home of Nashville, Tennessee. I've been there for about 3 years. I just come back and forth because Atlanta is having the SEC championship, and I'm here to work on that time since I'm a rideshare driver. But I want to talk about the special election that we just had in Tennessee, where it was Matt versus Avon, the white leftist woman in Tennessee. And the Republican won 96,000 to 81,000. That is by 15,000 votes. Okay. And I want conservatives, libertarians, or people on the right in general to view this as a warning, because I saw the commencement, the speech after they lost, about that this is just the starting line and that they're going to mobilize. And this is a deep red area. Yes, Davidson County is blue. There's no doubt about that. But the encompassing area is red. And the fact that she only lost by 15,000 is unprecedented. So I want people to think. And then she had billboard signs about Epstein, about release the Epstein files. She had billboard signs of that about the tariffs attacking. These are legitimate issues that need to be talking about. And although I don't agree with her union or her leftist stuff or a lot of other, transgender, all that, she's a full blown leftist, and she only lost by 15,000 in a in a red area, red state. And the reason you need to focus on this, you need to focus on economics. You got to stop doing these tariffs. You actually have to get rid of certain regulations that hurt, and these tariffs aren't working. You need to start getting rid of certain taxes and regulations so it's easier to do it. Unless Trump can actually get rid of the income tax and do what he said he's going to do, the tariffs are just going to put an extra price on us, and goods are going to keep going up and up and up. Spending is going to keep going up and up and up if they don't do the due diligence. So, and the Epstein files, when you keep saying it's a hoax, when you keep saying that it's fake, but you made your entire campaign about it in 2016, when you push the Podesta emails, which I agree with all that to this day, but now you're trying to say, oh, it's a fake burger, it's a nothing burger, it's not real. It makes you look suspect, and it makes other people look like, why is he so inept about not releasing it? So I'm predicting that the Republicans might lose the midterms if we don't get certain stuff together. If we don't release the Epstein files, if we don't stop these tariffs, if we don't actually start doing actual economic stuff, which is getting rid of certain taxes, getting rid of the income tax, getting rid of the agencies, you know, reduce the spending that we keep doing so people can afford groceries, because the money is coming from somewhere. The federal spending is adding to the expense. If you don't cut certain things, we're going to keep having this problem. And if you don't look at and the insurance premiums going up is going to be another problem. Okay, if you don't do an actual free market healthcare system like Mexico has, why people are going there to get a quarter of the price, we're going to keep having this problem. So I'm telling you, man, you gotta keep it. This election in Tennessee shows you what could happen if they don't. If you don't stop the regulations, if you don't commit to your promises, if you don't release the Epstein, if you don't fire all of the neocons, it just like Tucker Carlson said on the show, if you don't get rid of the neocons and they keep winning, what's the point of having a Republican Party to vote for in the midterms? It's just going to be the same thing as the Bush Party in 2000 to 2008. Okay, what's the point? So I can't pronounce her name, but Afra, the woman She lost by 15,000 in this district. You've been warned. Release the Epstein files. And I didn't vote for either one of them. I just couldn't vote because I don't like, I'm not, it's not really like, I'll go for Michelle Blackburn, but I don't have a reason of why, like, you're not telling me anything thing to do. So that's why I didn't feel it was necessary for me to vote here. But y'all gotta convince me. You need to get rid of the neocons. You need to release the Epstein files. You need to actually cut regulations, real regulations, and get rid of these tariffs. Because if this keeps going forward, Republicans are going to lose the midterms. You had a crazy white leftist woman only lose by 15,000 points because she brought these points up, guys. Come on, man. Do better, man. Do better. End the video. Peace.